Cool. We are here. Therapy without a degree. Wow. I feel like I have not done this in a while.
Talk about you. Let's talk about me. Damn, boy. It's the Lovely Important Nonsense Podcast Master. Your boy, Matt. Spellen.
He's here. Yo, why are we inconsistent, man? Why have we the last couple years... Because it ain't just you now. It's both of us.
We going in there guns blazing. We're just coming right out the pocket with it. All
yeah. Why have it's been? It's been rough, man. Like to be super consistent with this thing. It's what's going on, man. I say mom, but what's up with you? Where you been? The streets need you.
I appreciate you. You know, and I need the streets. No, I'm just joking. I don't need the streets.
Whoa, be careful what you say. We got an audience member.
But nah, man. I love potting. You know me. I love being in front of this camera forever, and this is always gonna be my first baby. Inconsistency is life, bro. Life. We got family. We got responsibilities, got mortgage payments and car payments and cars breaking down and all types of nonsense. And it's been just a year of just trying to get it all back together just so we could come back and do this right now. So everything I've been through this whole year so I could show up right now and say, Matt, you Spellen, baby.
Yo, you know when this guy was ready to pod, because this guy came in with like a whole new beard. like that beard is like a $60 beard right there.
Yeah,
like, yo, Jordana, I know you can't zoom, but if you could,
it could be sharper.
Like, yo,
it could
zoom
be sharper.
in.
It could be sharper.
That's a whole new beard.
It is a whole
I did
new
notice
beard.
that the second I walked in. That's how you know I fuck with you, because I was like, oh shit, it looks a little different today.
It's not a longer beard, but like I usually do. But I was trying something new. You know, Matt's in the professional world now. I got to go back to in the healthcare again. So we got to throw on masks and stuff like that. And sometimes the beard be sticking out, you know. But no, we're going to grow it back out. It just I also wanted to even it out because it was like short here, long here, getting thick out here. It was getting too much. So I was like, yeah, I had to like even it out too.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. Me too. The inconsistency is just, you know, it's tough because, you know, there's so many other things and the days go by so fast.
Yeah.
And, you know, you start putting all the focus towards other people and other people's projects.
Yeah.
And also the things that just bring in money too, just to be realistic, right? Like hasn't been, you know what's funny though? This, and I believe even for you too, we have made money just indirectly.
Yeah.
Like very indirectly from it.
I would say definitely we are blessed to be one of the two people that, you know, in our group that had a passion for something and then made money off of it. Yeah. You know, look at you. We're here in Jersey Media. You know what I mean? I had my fitness stuff going on. Like, we took our hobby and made it into, like, a business. Which means, you know, that means we're always going to be doing this for a long, something in this field. Now, podcasts, they get us there, you know. We should go back to our bread and butter. Yeah. But, like, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, yo, we really did make money off just doing what the hell we wanted to do at a point in time, you know.
But you know what's funny, though? And I think ours are very similar, right? Yeah. Because, like, your show is, like, your show, my show is my show, but we both have our other businesses, right? Yeah. But I'm a firm believer that the shows helped those businesses.
Yes, 100%.
Like
100%.
Now for you, how can you give examples of that? Like, because, you know, your show, Lovely Important Nonsense, and the other shows that you've done, right? But, you know, you are in fitness and you have that business and along with other bunch of stuff you're doing. When was times you noticed like, oh shit, wow, like that podcast stuff actually got me this client or kept them? Like,
There's been times where I used to work at what was it, Rising Sun Academy in Richfield Park. Shout out to them. And someone would just pop in the door and be like, "Yo, I remember you from something. Hold on." Pull out their phone. This you, right? I'll be like, "Yeah, yeah." And all of a sudden, now I got like now I'm talking shop with somebody because the only bad thing about the podcast world is that everybody wants to be a podcaster. When they meet a podcaster, they want to have a long podcast type of conversation. But at the same time, it also helped me communicate with people better, and I was able to go into like certain meetings and conversations with people and with more of a confidence because I'm so used to having those type of conversations over the mic, and one way I've seen, dude, it'd be crazy days. I'll just show up at a mall, and I'm nowhere near as any of your guests.
I don't know.
But they be like, "Yo, I know you from Body, bro." I'll be like, yeah. It'd be dope. It was one time, damn, she was over there. It was one time I was in, where was I? I think, we was in another state? Was that Florida, PA? One of those two. And someone knew me from a podcast out there.
That's fine.
Yeah. And I think I was wearing a therapy hoodie.
Hey.
And it was like, "Oh, I think I know that." They was like, "You met?" I'll be like, "Yeah, bro." Yeah. So it's been, and yeah, you build relationships. Maybe they know somebody, and then you're like, "Hey, I'm gonna do fitness." Or I get an email where they be like, "Hey, I took your advice on something. You said something about working out," which I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I am being a lazy asshole. I should be, And sometimes you don't even know that it's all working for you. Like the fitness stuff got me movies. Got me
talk about it.
Money got me relationships with people I would never meet in real life. Because if you ask me to do something, I'll be in the house all day. I'm outside. I'm not outside no more. I'm scared outside these days.
Scared outside?
I'm so scared outside, bro. But I got to be wrestling events.
Yeah.
Talking to stars for. I don't even know what I'm doing there. I'm like just all of a sudden just talking to somebody that's been in front of 15 million people or whatever, and it just goes to show that if you can think it, and you align it with God or the spirit or whatever, it's gonna work out. Anything that you think about could become reality if you work hard enough at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. I love podcasting, bro.
Let's go, man.
I love podcasting.
We gotta get this guy back. Like I said, I think it's time. To go back.
Joe is always pulling me from anywhere. I love Joe. I love you, bro. I'm telling you, because Joe doesn't matter what I'm doing. He'd be like, "Yeah, that's cool. So I got this idea for you. I need you to show up." I'm like,
"Yep,
all right.
Yep,
all right, bro. For you, whatever. I'll drop."
Yo, see, and I appreciate and I feel the love, yo. Let me tell y'all something, because we got a little special guest in the house too. All right, yo, it's real. Yo, I really feel the love. Like it probably made my day because he don't even realize it, but I know it's a kid-free night.
Yes, son. Chill out.
It's a kid-free
Chill
night.
out, bro.
And he got wifey, and he probably forgot about the pod. He was probably planning something else. They probably had a date night.
No. We was out anyway, and you were in the schedule, bro.
You sure?
You was in.
You sure? I don't know. That's actually even more fire than too. Like, you know what? I'm gonna bring you to the pod, baby.
Because we had somewhere to be anyway. I was like, let me not keep up with the routine of being late. All right, I don't want to.
So we're doing something.
Let's just go. It's like
you can hang out. You can
just hang out with me, man.
I appreciate that too, man, because that's important. Yeah. And man, but we definitely got to do this more. We just got to figure it out. It's got to be a lot more intentional. That's kind of what I'm learning now too.
You know what? And this year definitely showed me, or last year showed me, when you do care about people, you do have to. Especially friendships, we're guys, and it's pretty tough for us to show that we care about each other. And I realize friendships are just like any other relationships. There has to be work towards them. So Like, yeah, if I care about you, I want to, let's link up. Let's have a day we go and I don't give a crap. You know what I mean? Stand by a lake for all I give a crap. You know what I mean? I'm not doing nothing boring, though. You know? If you ask me to the movies, I got a best friend that keeps asking me to the movies. I'm not going to the movies with you. I'm not sitting next to you to be quiet.
Why do I think I know who it is? Go to the movies with him.
I'm not going to no movies. I'm not going to leave my home, go to a spot, and shut up next to you. While we watch the Scream.
Shut up.
I'm not doing it.
All right, so Scream was pretty fire.
Scream was okay. I heard. I haven't been to the movies in like 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, bro. It's been a while. I'm ashamed to say it because I got kids and they be asking, Daddy. I'd be like, yeah. It just never comes up. It just stops. I'd be like, yeah, we gonna go, and then it never comes up again.
You know what's funny? Actually, though, the movies is like a dope thing to do when the kids are in school. You and your lady, if you have the time.
Bro, what? Have the time?
She's like, laughing in the back. Like,
no, I don't even know what time is these days. All right. I made sure I had time for this.
Exactly.
That's all I knew. All right. I got a work schedule and I stick to that schedule. And that's pretty much been my 2 months.
Yeah, this guy's been putting in work.
Bro, too much work.
It's funny you said about the whole like friendship thing and stuff. That's kind of been on my mind a lot heavy too, because bro, I've been being tested this last year and change of just like multitude of between friendships and businesses and just is that Javi? Yeah. Javi's one of the real ones. Come on. Slide on in.
Slide in.
Slide in. Bro. What's up, sir?
First off, I like them candles. I got those pants.
Thank you. Yeah, yo, Javi I'm about to hire him as like my fashion stylist.
You might have to.
Yeah, he's gotta be coming in with a drip, and then Giordano too with the sneakers. I need those. So you already kind of decently tall.
Those are so comfortable.
They are. So you already know.
Oh yeah, I love
I thought he had a growth spurt when I walked in because he was tall as hell. So I was like, yo. It's like, what happened, bro? I was like,
bro, he eats his broccoli.
We thought he got his knees stretched. You know what I mean?
I heard about that in Turkey.
With Turkey.
How much is that?
I don't know. Get my knee. You want your knee stretched, Joe? Don't you come in here and get your knee stretched. I'm gonna kick you right in the knee.
The weak spot.
I got to.
You won't know. I'm gonna wear the sneakers.
Nah, there's no way. There's no way. You're just also walking.
How many inches?
Taller than me.
How many inches?
I have no idea. No, for me. Listen, we can't talk about my inches on screen. You know what
I'm saying? No, not you. Oh, God. With the surgery. How the knee surgery.
I don't know.
I think it's like 5 inches.
Yeah, 5?
Yeah,
oh,
5
fuck
inches.
that. Hell yeah. I'm doing that shit.
5 inches, bro?
But like the way they do it is like they break your leg.
Yeah.
And then they insert, what I heard was they insert like a special kind of coral into it. And like you're immobile for like 3 months. Like you can't walk.
You walking like a robot.
Yeah, like you can't walk, and then like
PT.
the bone fuses with the coral. It's like a type of coral that fuses with the human body, and then it'll like your bone will fuse back, and you could walk. Like you'll be high.
But I wonder how you look. Like I wonder if you're gonna.
You'll just look taller. Like you're gonna have the surgery scar. But it's like people who have ACLs.
See, this is why God won't let me get rich. Because I would 100%.
I would definitely stop you. If you call me,
I wouldn't know.
If you call me like, I'm about to go get this. No, you would call. No. You before you do something crazy like that, you'll definitely be. You'll probably book the thing, but you'll let me know that's about to happen.
They do hair transplants in Turkey too.
I heard the hair transplants are really good.
Everyone does.
Yeah, that I'm like definitely doing.
C-Bum went to go do it.
You gonna get a hair transplant?
Hell yeah!
It's over.
I'm doing all that shit. I'm doing. Yo, you know what's funny? The only thing that I wouldn't do, because everyone's always on my life, like, yo, why didn't you get like the surgery, like the weight loss surgery? See, that I wouldn't want to do because that's actually been like an actual problem.
Okay.
So like that I want to do.
All of it's a problem, Joe.
No, but like that's like a real problem. I've been overweight my whole life. So for me, that is like, I got to do that for real.
Right.
But like bald, I ain't really have much control over that. I wore a lot of fitteds. I dyed my hair a few times. My mom forgot about the bleach a couple times. Like, that's why I'm bald. Now, the tall shit, I definitely didn't eat a lot of broccoli when I was growing up. I eat like shit. Because I should have been taller. My pops is a little taller.
You'll get taller if, so as the weight goes down, you do get
That's a
taller.
lie.
That's not a lie, bro.
Who are you telling?
I'm not gonna say I gas you for what. You do look taller when you lose weight. Yeah, some people do get taller when they lose weight.
That's a big difference between get and look.
No, okay, they get taller.
See, 5's a lot though. I don't really know if I need.
But wait, how tall are you now? How tall are you now?
5'8" on a good day.
So you be 6.
And then I'm getting older, so I'm gonna start slouching
if I come
more.
in here and you're taller than me, I'm gonna spear you, bro. There's no way. I can't. My brain wouldn't be able to like adjust.
How much is it?
I have no idea.
Let's
It's gotta be like
we gotta look it up.
$20,000 at least.
It gotta be more than that.
Nah,
least.
it ain't
For
20.
surgery.
$20,000, yeah, minimum.
It ain't probably 20.
I know for the eye surgery, it's $10,000 an eye.
Oh, for the different
and that
color
was
ones?
like a couple years
For LASIK?
ago.
No, the different color ones.
No, for LASIK.
I want
No,
it.
LASIK is
That
cheaper.
There is
I want
a
that
thing.
ASAP.
Well, yeah, that's my
There's-
first one.
For the eye surgery, I heard that for people who have brown eyes, there's a pigmentation that you can do, and you can get blue eyes. I don't know how it is with any other eye color, but with brown eyes specifically, you can get the surgery and it'll turn blue.
For cosmetic leg surgery, it's between 70 to 150,000.
Damn.
Plus.
Per leg or
It says
in total?
in the U.S. for initial procedure. So that's the U.S.
In Turkey, nah, you gotta go.
I got to put
Yeah,
turkey.
no, you gotta put turkey. That's
Okay.
a big ass discount. That's a big ass discount. It ain't that much.
Turkey.
So you can go to Colombia right now and get veneers for like $2,000.
Yeah,
those are
and
So if I can
though.
get veneers,
yeah, but those veneers are like fall out your mouth. Wow. So you get it
It's
for
like
about
20K, right?
15 to 35.
that's what I figured.
It's like 20K.
Up to 60 grand for specific techniques.
And you could probably find
per
this-
leg though, so it's like $60,000 for your whole. That's not even worth it.
That's not bad.
$60K,
That's not
bro,
bad. That's not
to be
bad.
up,
Joe's
and you gotta be immobile
That's
for
not bad.
4
He's a
months.
madman.
That's not bad.
There's no way.
That's not bad.
Bro, don't you come in here taller than me.
60K
Don't
to
you
be
come in
5
taller.
inches taller. Like 5 inches. Like y'all hear
There's
that?
so many other
6
things
months
you could do.
to over a year for recovery.
6 months to a year. Joe,
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're definitely a year out.
A year?
Yeah.
So you have to give up basically like a whole year.
Yeah. See, that's probably the only. That's like the only reason I wouldn't do it.
Make everything switch,
And
transfer
not
everything
being
to my
mobile,
name.
not being able to move.
Unable to move. Because if I had limping, then that's worth it.
Nah, you
Nah,
can't
nah,
move.
nah.
You can't put weight on the bone.
No, yeah, for a while, and then you gotta do PT so they can retrain your legs to.
Yeah, yeah.
stand
Yo,
and
imagine
stuff.
walking up in here. 5
Oh,
inches
I'm
taller.
gonna be cracking jokes. You already know I'm like Robo Man coming in here because you're gonna be walking like a stick figure for a while.
Even after the year.
Oh,
And
I
then
don't
imagine
know.
working out. Like you have to be so sensitive. You have
Oh
to
no,
be
yeah,
like
you probably ain't
mad
working out for
delicate.
like a year and change.
After that, a year is just a recovery after you do it, and then it's gonna be like another year and a half before you could really like forget about
Get your
squatting.
numbers back.
You
Yeah,
can't even
squatting's
squat.
over.
It's
Squatting's
over. It's
over.
over squatting. You can't
Yeah.
squat. You can't hack squat. Can't put no pressure on those knees because this. Now remember, it's coral fused with bone.
Yeah.
So
No, I ain't gonna
you'll
lie.
snap that shit.
I'm joking. I would not, because that I would be nervous that like that would fuck up over a few years.
and then cause hella money.
Like
You
the
gotta
hair?
go back, your doctor's in another fucking country.
Yeah, and you're just like one day you just can't walk.
He's like, oh shit, what do I
Oh
do?
my gosh, that is so scary. You just
That's
wake
exactly
up,
why I
and then
don't
your
do no
coral just
surgeries.
break in the middle of the night or some nonsense.
I would never do no veneers, no LASIK surgery.
No, LASIK is
like-
going down. It's going
Yeah,
down.
LASIK
I'm
is.
scared, bro.
nah.
You know what's crazy?
No, but LASIK came so far now. Like you're in there for like 15 minutes.
I
bro.
went to my
Nah, I'm
doctor and he
doing
told
it.
me I have 20/20 vision with my contacts. And he asked me if I wanted to do the LASIK surgery. He said I would be a perfect candidate. I was like, nah, bro. Because like one mistake, bro. I get it. Technology, all that. But all it takes is you to be that dude that gets fucked up and you're blind.
We're
You know
gonna
what
have
I'm
to take
saying?
that chance. I'm gonna
Fuck
get this
that.
LASIK, bro.
I mean, yo, but technology is
I wear
getting
contacts.
so-
I don't have no problem with that or glasses.
I wear glasses, and
Yeah, I wear glasses.
They're annoying as hell.
They are annoying.
I can't put contacts in my eyes.
Can't play basketball. You can't.
Yeah, if I put
Really?
contacts in my eye, it's like stabbing myself.
I can't,
Little
yeah.
game.
It was like that when I started, but you get used to it. You don't even feel it.
Yeah, that's what
After
they
a while.
say. Yeah,
Trust
that's
me.
what they say. Bullshit.
Trust me.
Nah,
Other
I
if they're
wore
dry.
glasses for so long. I wore glasses most of my life. I've definitely tried the contact route.
The
Screw
soft
that.
ones?
I don't give a crap if they're soft, hard, or made by shiny leprechauns. I'm not doing it. Them things hurt all the time. They burn. My eyes be red. You know what I mean? By the end of the night, I got my freaking look like I was like underneath a
Yeah, you got to keep them lubricated.
something. Yeah,
If you don't lubricate them, it'll irritate your eye.
too much.
I just decided to just walk around blind. Like I just
This
don't
guy
like.
here.
I mean, nah, but thank God my vision ain't too
That
bad.
man said, I see shadows. We're okay.
Nah, like I can see all y'all,
I
but
have
like
astigmatism. I can't even see your face if I took my contacts
Really?
off. Yeah, I can't. I wouldn't be
You
able
have
to see.
full
you.
astigmatism? I only have it for like lights.
Nah, both eyes.
Yeah. Like when I'm outside, yo.
I'm
I
legally
got my
blind.
glasses off. If I look at nighttime, it just looks like red and white everywhere. It's crazy. You're like, oh, I got to put my glasses on. Yeah.
I see. I only probably the reason I'd want to do my eyes is for it to be seen better at night because I just love nighttime. Like I'm just a night
Cause
guy.
you're Dracula, bro.
Yeah, I just love the nighttime, so I want to just see. Yo, weather's starting to get nicer too.
They said we're gonna get cold again next week.
I know, of course.
Yeah, but the weather is getting nice.
Because it's always this is a tease. This is the tease week.
It's tease. You think we're getting like a hot ass summer like we used to get?
We need to, bro.
No,
'Cause
we
this
don't.
winter was tough.
Yes,
It was a tough winter.
we look.
We got two big ass snowstorms.
I don't want to say that we were overdue for a storm like this. We were just overdue for everybody forgot about how last summer was. It was nasty. It was never a day that wasn't under 85 or something crazy like that. I was sweating every day. It was gross, bro. It was gross.
You always be hot though.
Yeah, so what? Not like that. Not like last year. Last year was something different. I didn't want to go outside. The sun was disgusting.
I don't know. We might. You know what I've been thinking about bringing back too?
What?
A little mileage challenge.
Oh yeah. I'm doing that with somebody right now.
How many?
No, I'm not doing miles. They gotta do miles.
Oh, you're not. What's up? You're not
I
trying
can
to
do it. Yeah, I can bring back the miles.
You down?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, whatever, bro. I don't care. I'll do it.
I don't think Javi was in on it.
No. So what I did is we hosted a 5K. So, and we had a whole bunch of people come out, and we went to the park. First, we had them all sign up to the app, and then we just check on each other's mileage. Now, his like great friend, right, would be battling me all the way in Florida, right, and his numbers was crazy. Then I found out he was cheating. Walter was cheating. I don't care. God rest your soul, Walter, but you were cheating. He had his stuff on while he was at work. I said, because I'm thinking like he doing 20 miles a day. Walter be moving at work, and then I'm at the track like Walter can't beat me. Yeah. Screw Walter, bro. and I was sitting in my mileage. Walter just go to work the next day.
Yeah, that was it. But yo, we were doing like 60. It was like 63 miles a month.
Yeah, we was doing something crazy. It was one. I think we had almost hit 100. I think we kept putting challenges up. Yeah, we kept trying to hit like.
It wasn't that bad when you going every day.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, it's like 5-10 miles per day.
No, less than that. Less than that. Let's see
Forgot
what
about me and Walter numbers.
Now y'all were just like
we
smoking.
was on some craziness.
Let's see, let's say 63 miles divided by 31. That's 2 miles a day.
I was avoiding my family, bro. I had to go to the track
just to get those miles.
I had to beat Walter. There's no way. Yeah. There was no way I was letting Walter beat the trainer.
But that's Walter beat the trainer.
Literally just doing it while you work at a grocery store.
Yeah, he was like making me so mad. I was just like, yo, I want that call. Joe, I'm like, yo, what's up?
It's like, who is this dude?
I can't catch. I was like, I'm not catching up. Who's this guy? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna find out what's going on, and then found out Walter had his stuff on. I was just like, oh,
yeah. Hey, I mean, you still doing it though.
I still smashed it.
Yeah,
I still didn't let him win.
Yeah, but when you do the math, it's only 2 miles a day.
No.
Yeah, 62 divided by 31 days. That's 2 miles a day.
Okay.
So you just wouldn't do it every day. You would just choose.
That's light. I think we walked normally 2 miles.
I think the only day I took off was Sunday. I was doing it every day. I was at the park all the time. All the time.
We gotta get Javi on that this year.
Yeah, it got to the point. My wife was like, "Yo, you doing something at the park?" I'm like, "It's no way." So I was like, "Nah, baby, I'm just trying to take these miles.
Just trying to take these guys out.
Ain't nobody that committed. Yeah, I'm not your man's that nuts. Yeah.
Nah, we were on that. So, but Javi, before you came in, we were just talking about getting older and men as friendships and how when you get older, you feel like you don't really have that many friends and all that fun stuff, especially when you start doing things. And I was saying how like me this past year, man, it has just been interesting. As both of y'all know, a lot of people know. Like I've had to like end so many different friendships.
That one relationship.
Yeah. Oh no, that one.
Yeah.
Bro.
Listen, guys. Listen to your friends when they tell you not to go to other countries. Okay? Listen to your friends when they call you and say, "Hey, should I?" And I go, "Nah."
ISO on Matt. Nah, you know what? Sometimes I'm just not gonna listen to y'all.
Yo, Joe is the most hard-headed guy I know. Yo, he
Yeah.
he love you to death until you give him advice about something. And I'm like, Joe, I know a little something I know a lot about this, bro. Can you please listen? Yeah. But you know what? And he would just straight up tell you, you know what? I'm just gonna like see what happens. I'm like, Joe. I was like, what I care about you. All right, bro, do your thing.
Yo,
it's going with you.
But yeah, let me tell you, those shout out to Raw Fitness because those boxing bags, I feel like they got her name all over it.
Yo, punch the hell out them things,
yo,
bro.
That shit is cheaper than therapy.
Boxing is cheaper than therapy. I think any grown man should at least do. I think we should all be required at least 6 months to a year of just some type of combat, something, whatever it is. I don't care if you do Krav Maga or whatever. You know, if you do combat ballerina. I don't know what. Just do something. I think every man should do 6 months to a year.
I agree.
Yeah, because it's just the therapy you get from it. It's just you can't pay for that.
And you need that shit sometimes. After a breakup or after dealing with friends or what do y'all think about? Because y'all have gone through breakups and friends and people that you're not aware with no more, even jobs, things like that. And then like when you go out, y'all ever get that feeling like, damn, like, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I'll be like, damn, they saw the tail end of that and they probably see now me as a whole different person. Mm-hmm. Like the one situation with Shorty, she was like, oh wow, like this is, I guess, who you were the whole time. Now I'm just seeing it. But it's like, and honestly, I've probably thought about that in other, relationships, friendships, and all those different things. And I'm like, wow, a lot of people probably see the ending on how it either goes down, on how you either got to cut them off, or you got to curse them out, or you like whatever you got to do, or you just got to dip, or you got to be like, nah, I'm not beat. These are my boundaries. Do y'all ever think about that? Like, damn, like the person had to like kind of see me for those final last, things, and now they're gonna think that I was always that person. Or do you believe, which I'm kind of leaning on more towards, is no, like your behavior, like you get the version of me that, you get out of me.
Right.
Like,
yeah, I mean, like you mean like you are different ways with different people?
Based on the behavior. Right. Like if you tell me, go fuck off, I might react to you different than when you're going to just be like a friend to me or something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you see maybe a more negative side to me or more cold side to me? Because there's moments, and I think, again, this is my question, like, is it, all of us, right? Like, we all have different sides, right? Like, you have different moments when you're going to be a lot more cold. You have different moments where you're going to be a lot more isolated. You have moments where you're going to be a lot more loving, when you're going to be a lot more caring. Like, I could be, the most caring dude in the world, and I could be the most loving dude in the world, but you punch me in the face a few times, I'm not going to be caring anymore. And I think people still expect you to still be.
Mm-hmm. Well, with that, for me personally, I operate off of respect. So and it all goes to how different people were raised. Like, that's the biggest thing for me in my generation. That's like, I'm a bit younger. Like, there's no respect in my generation, like at all, in any aspect of like, whether it be relationships, whether it be business, whether it be like going to the gym. Like, like you have like one friend group and you try to bring a person from that friend group to another friend group, or like bring them out with girls and they try to be like the funny guy, but like the way that they're the funny guy is like by disrespecting you, or like poking fun at shit that's like between me and you, and the girls don't know that, but you gonna say some dumb shit to try to be funny to look it up. It's like that kind of shit I don't fly with. You know what I mean? It's like if it's us, the dudes, like we can say whatever we want because we're chill. But like when there's other people involved and you switch up, and I see that, I don't fuck with that. Like I don't think that that's cool. That's like prevalent in my generation. There's everyone's two-faced. So I see what you're saying, but for me, it's like I operate off of that basis of respect. And if you disrespect me, I look at you differently because I'd never do that to you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never say certain things around certain people. If you say something to me in confidence, I would never repeat it unless it's just us. So like things like things like that, where I feel like a lot of people don't look at it that way, or like they take a lot of shit from their friends. And like my friends growing up, they, not that I'm all knowing or anything, but like I just have this thing where I can see certain things coming, and I try to warn them like, yo bro, like don't do X or Y because this could happen. Like I sense this is like the situation. And a lot of people will think like, oh, you're just a hater, or like you don't want to see me do this thing because you don't want to do it. And it's like, bro, I don't care what you do. You know what I mean? I'm telling you this because you're my friend, and I want you to be better or not get hurt. And whether it be, you know what I'm saying, physically, you know, like don't buy sports bike. Bro, you're just hating because you don't like sports bikes. Bro, I don't care what you do. But if you fucking get hit by a car and lose your leg, I'm not going to come to the hospital and say, I told you so. But it's like, bro, it's avoidable if you just, you know what I'm saying? Little things like that. Oh, don't be a hater because I want to live my life how I live. All right, live it how you live. It's your life, but I did tell you. You know what I'm saying? That way is my conscience is clear because I told a friend that I cared about what I felt, my truth. I'm big on that lately. Like, just speak your truth. Whether your friends like it or not, it is what it is. But I can live with myself after that.
All right. Well, to go back what you were saying, yeah, I agree with you on that one. Go back what you're saying. It's about, for me, it's a boundary thing, you know, and it's all good. Like, and without this sounding really dark or whatever, I've grown accustomed to relationships ending. You know, after you get to a certain age, or you grow accustomed to that, and it's just a boundary thing. Like if I set a boundary, I don't care if I set it in the beginning, middle, or the end of our relationship. If you're not respecting that boundary, you're not respecting me. So now we have to put a different. Now I got to set a certain limit on what me and you have. You get what I mean? So if, like he was saying, if I tell you something in confidence and then you go out and Javi comes in here and he's like, yeah, I heard you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, now there's a, me and you now have a disconnect. So now there's a limit on how much and once that limit gets far enough, then I just assume the friendship's over, you know? And I believe personally that there's a handful of people that you're going to take with you towards the end of your life, you know. Hopefully you leave here and you got good 3 friends or so that you could just be like give a phone call, you know. Blessings that I could call Joe whenever and he'll pick up, you know what I'm saying. I got another friend Kevin, I could call him whenever he pick up, you know. I don't speak to Zane all the time, but I could call Zane, you know. And they're supposed to be in your life for a certain amount of time, you know. I think people are supposed to be with you to teach you lessons and but everyone's just an experience for someone else in their life, you know. 100%. So like, what my boundary might be a lesson for you, or whatever happened between you guys and him telling me my business, that might be a lesson for me, you know. So I assume that these situations were supposed to happen anyway. So and if that's the character that you present at that time and I don't like that character, then either I'm gonna tell you and let you know about the rift between me and you, or you know, or I just let the friendship die out because it wasn't enough anyway for me to hold on to it anyway, you know. So I appreciate the friendships that I did have, but I'm also not looking for it, you know, because that was a moment in time that it's over, and I'm appreciative for what it was, you know. But
for any of those, I guess though that are over, you know, some of the people from the other side, they probably like maybe view you a certain way.
I don't give a damn what they view.
I know you don't care.
That's their
but
personal, but again, that's their personal experience. That's whatever idea they have of whatever the situation was, and then the idea of who they are themselves, and they put that upon me, and then they create a new.
That's why speaking your truth is so powerful.
Yeah, it's like, all right, you know how I feel. If you want to create this big scenario about this, all right, well, I'm supposed to go in there and rehash our whole relationship, pretend that what didn't happen, and then have to tell, so we can have a conversation about what you felt like at that moment. Screw you, bro. Yeah. Like, if you don't know me by now, you ain't never gonna know me. That's the song.
But isn't that the wild part though? Because you could deal with some people for so long.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then they do some shit, and then they're confused.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, what? Like you said, you were vocal. You know, they knew what was up. And, you know, and you give people chances because, you know, when you're friends with somebody or you're in a relationship with somebody or all things of that nature, you know, you give people like chances, you know?
Depending.
Exactly.
Depending on what they do.
Yeah.
Again, but that depends on how close we are too. Like
I've had friends I've known for 10 years and they've done some shit and I never talked to them again.
Yeah.
So
Same.
it's like
I understand.
I don't marry myself to the timeline because we from North Jersey, we all close together. You live in New York, you're all close together. You could live, you know, be friends with somebody because they're your neighbor and they live next to you for 15 years, but then some bullshit happens and it's like, bro, fuck you now. You know what I mean? Even if you live next to me, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want anything to do with you. So it's like, I go by off just respect. I feel like most of the things in this world can be fixed if we had respect. Like, think about that for a moment. If we just respected other people's religions, if we respected other people's finances, if we respected other people's borders, how many wars, how many problems in this country the world would stop?
That's cool, but then you have to take away like pride
Free
and
will?
ego, because pride would say, "I know better." Ego would say, "I could tell you better." So if I take, that's the only way to stop those situations. Then we have to remove pride and ego from the whole conversation too. You know, that'll be the only time but that's why you only get a handful of good people you're supposed to know anyway. Everyone else is just a moment in time, you know, which again, if you just take it as you were the moment, then you're not so obsessed over it. You know, you're not thinking of it like all the good times we had and we did this and I wish we had that. Like you have that one friend that's always drowning over some girl or guy or whatever, and you're like, all right, man, I know you guys shared a bed together, you guys did some stuff. That's cool, but like also it's been about 6 months. Relax. You know?
Some people get married in 3. Oh, I found my love. I love you. Let me marry you.
If it's real, it's real. But if it's not, it's not. I mean, and again, that's personal opinion. But if it's real, it's real. You know, if you the grand folks used to meet each other and then like a month later
But they didn't have the internet though.
Huh?
They didn't have the internet, so they didn't know what was possible.
Oh yeah, they did.
I feel like
if you had a grandpa that used to go to the bar and he still looked good, yeah, you know what I mean, you might have a cousin somewhere he's supposed to be.
But that's why they all hated each other though back then, because they would just be with anybody.
I think the internet just highlighted what was already happening. It just made it.
It connected us. It allowed you to see behind the veil of every part of people's lives.
But that's the human interaction. The human experience is us to try to be as close to another person as possible. That's why we do things like use trains. We got to get somewhere and get to someone, or that's why we get on. If that was the case, if we didn't want to be connected with each other, we wouldn't even worry about transportation. No, we trying to stay exactly where I'm at. I'm not trying to go to Bumble F, New Jersey, where there's some boondies to meet somebody over there because they had a good idea about some nonsense that I mean, the human experience is all about just trying to be as connected as possible. I always feel like we're gonna connect ourselves so much that we're all gonna turn. I say this, you heard me say this before. We're all gonna turn gray. Like I think the next, we got like 5 generations of like gray people coming, and everyone's gonna look almost the same and look, and then even then, when everybody turns gray and everyone looks the same, and we're just amoebas walking down the street, it's still gonna be racism and
it's
ego.
It's gonna be like the Dr. Seuss book.
What was remember Fairy Odd Parents? They was like, you're not grayer than us. You're gray. We're grayer than gray. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be. There's always gonna be conflict.
I forgot the name of that
in
book.
the human experience, and we're always gonna be trying to either one up or try to get closer, or this is what we do. We're like little freaking ants, honestly. You get my real opinion about us. I honestly believe we're all parasites on this earth, but that's besides the point. I ain't even trying to go into all that. We ain't trying to go all that.
Nah, hold on. You gotta dive deeper into that. You can't just say that.
You ever seen The 100?
Which one?
The 100, the show. when they have to go into space because they
okay,
the
because
world
there's
ended?
like 100 the bodybuilder show.
No,
Okay.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
With
I
Clark
see
and shit.
that.
So the whole premise of the 100. Did you finish it?
Yes.
I don't want to spoil it. Did
Yeah.
you see it?
I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay, so the
Don't
whole
worry about
it's
it.
actually the show took a crazy ass turn towards the end, but you find out during the show that we had a nuclear war, at the end of the world, and we had to send humanity up into into separate spacecrafts to join them together and create the Ark in space, right? Because the Earth is not survivable. They call it the show The 100 is because they send they send 100 kids down to Earth to see if it's survivable, and it's the whole story about all the shit they find and do, and is it survivable for the rest of humanity? Blah blah blah. So you get to the part in the show where the Chancellor, which is the black guy, I forgot his name, right? He finds these chips, like, you know how like you have to take a Holy Communion and you have to take the chip, okay? So he does the same thing with these chips, and these chips take all of the humans and put them into I forgot the name of the place where you go, but it's like you could sit right here and close your eyes, and you'll be like, let's just say like you have kids and your kids died or whatever, you close your eyes and like you're with your kids, and like whatever it's
like a virtual
like wherever you're exactly, like you're in the reality, but you're really just controlled by this AI. So then you realize like in the show you realize like the AI was the one that launched the nukes, and they launched the nukes because AI got so smart, so intelligent, it started to realize like what is the factor that is destroying the Earth to where it will stop the advancement of its AI. Like the AI is always trying to learn and get smarter and understand more about the universe. What is the main thing that's stopping it from doing that? It's humanity. So like that's why it launched the nukes, to kill all of humanity, because humanity is a cancer to society, like to ourselves. And it's crazy because if you think, and then like during the course of the show, you realize like, oh my God, like no matter what planet, because like obviously Earth blows up, like you can't go back to Earth, and they have to like hyper jump to another planet to see if it's inhabitable. They go to another planet and it's the same shit. Like they fight over resources, they fight over the power structure over who's gonna run the last people of humanity and how it's gonna do. And it's like no matter what planet we go to, we're always gonna be the same thing. It's because it's humanity itself that is toxic. So it's like,
if you look at what diseases look like on the petri dish and stuff like that, humans act the same exact way.
What?
Humans act the same exact way. If you look at what a petri dish of what a disease doing and what they're doing, humans act the same exact way. We pull from resources, we drain each other, we
kill, rape, pillage, steal.
Yeah, we do exactly what the disease in our body does to us. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you can't look at because you have to look at it more as a worldly view. If you look outside, like just open up your mind to what we look like. If you was like an alien, just kind of with a microscope looking down at us, what it would look like? It would look like something crazy running across the earth. It would be like, yo, hell no.
We're advanced primates with thermonuclear weapons.
If you was an alien looking at you, you'd be like, yo, drop the raid on this place. We need to bomb this one real quick. Because I don't know what's these things running back and forth and throwing missiles. That one got a missile. That's crazy. Just shoot that one.
Over fake lines in the sand.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Over like resources in the earth that we don't even like replenish. We just steal it for profit. Like we profit off of each other. You know what I mean? Like, but that's like a whole rabbit hole. You know, you can go down there.
Yeah, you can go down that rabbit hole for a long time.
Yeah, that's Matt's bag.
Please don't start me.
He's like, that's my bag.
I'm already in there.
But nah, I mean, humans sometimes humans ain't shit. You know,
it's what we know. It's like saying like, it's like when someone, like a woman saying, "Oh, men ain't shit." I'm like, well, that's what you know. That's the men you know. It's what we know as humans. That's how we survive. We eat other things. We use the resources of it, and then we try to get community to do the same thing, and we call that life. And love and produce happiness.
It's also how a lot of people were raised too. A lot of people, it's like, yo, who raised you?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, what would we be doing outside of that anyway? Well, if in the perfect world, what would be? Are we all naked
advancing?
Farming?
No, we use our technology. We use our wealth, our resources
you gotta
to
remember,
advance.
all technology came from something terrible. We
Not
would like
really.
to science create even advancement in just medicine came from some terrible places. You know, the gas chamber. I hate to say it, but there was a lot of advancement in technology in the scientific world just from that. Yeah, and it's a terrible situation happening. It shouldn't happen.
But look what came from it.
We try to benefit from it. What was it? Heroin. You know, we got different versions of heroin in medicine. You know, that helps people all the time. You know, but
the problem that we have because of heroin is because we profit off of other people's misery. Heroin is a drug because it helps it. Not to get high off of it, just like promethazine, right? If you sip promethazine like a retard, you're gonna get high and kill your liver. Alcohol, alcohol has its uses. Promethazine has its uses. Cocaine has its uses. Methamphetamine has its uses. There's different types of methamphetamines, you know what I mean? But it's the application that we do it. And we allow people to use it for recreational uses to get high and escape reality. But if we don't let that happen, right? And just pool our resources how I used to see it in the movies.
Now you're a dictator.
Well, like Anakin says, if it works.
But you know what I'm saying? That goes back to the whole pride and ego thing. I know better than you, so I could tell you better. You get what I'm saying? So that goes back to our pride and ego situation.
But that's why we have free will as humans. Yeah, we have to choose someone to follow that we believe will bring us.
Again, so we're free will people looking for an alpha chimp. So we're free will just looking.
There's always an alpha, no matter where you're at.
I don't like that, bro. If I'm not the alpha,
even whether you know there's an alpha or there's an invisible hand that is alpha, there's an alpha nonetheless. So you just make your choice. You know what I'm saying?
I made my choice.
Yeah.
I speak to God Daddy. You know what I'm saying? and if I choose that first, if I choose that, then I could do whatever. I could do what I. No, I can't say whatever I want, but I could do what I.
Within the confine
of this earth, you know.
You know, to your point about just like evolution and technology and where it came from and came from being in the best places. Y'all are both fitness dudes, so y'all might appreciate this study. Do y'all know why treadmills were created?
No.
Or what they were first used for?
Weren't they for like slave thing? Yeah. It was slavery, yeah.
No, it was not.
You'd be surprised how much stuff goes back to slavery. It's nuts. Like I was doing the research on this.
It wasn't. It was for the prisoners. I was like, that's what
create free energy.
For prisoners. It wasn't for slaves, but it was for prisoners.
It was free energy, right?
No, it was torture.
Oh, there was a torture machine. Or they just made them run.
Yeah,
run till you die, bro.
Isn't that crazy?
Yo, did you ever see the horse? How they used to kill people on the horse?
No. Yeah,
it's also like a triangle, and they'll just leave you on the horse, and they'll put weights on both of your ankles, like shackle you to weights, and it takes a long time. They talk like 24 hours or so. Your spine is trying to stay upright, and then after a while, your spine gives up. So then the horse itself starts to cut into your skin. It's until you're split in half, bro.
That's wild.
And you're just sitting there, and it's all because your spines gave up on trying to sit
upright.
upright.
On a horse?
Yeah, because your spines gave up trying to sit upright, and you just start to rip apart.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. Like somebody had to think about that, put it into test, and do it to another human being.
Horrible.
If we just didn't think that
then we'll be
sinister about doing things to our fellow man, we would be so much more advanced.
We'll be animals in the woods.
We'd be so much more advanced.
I don't even think we'll be advanced. I think if we didn't have those mindsets to do these creative, no matter if they're good or bad, to do these creative things, we won't have the advancement, because creativity is what creates
sinister creativity.
It doesn't matter. Creativity creates technological advancement all the time.
There's a lot of advancements that have been found because of war.
Yeah, tons of it. Like we just talked about earlier, the gas chamber. What I mean? It's terrible.
That's wild. Especially all the shit that we don't know about.
Bro, I'm just trying to chill, man. I gave up on the fight. the fight against Big Gov, I gave up on that.
What fight?
I like all my anarchy lifestyle. I was screaming before. I'm just like, You know why? I'll be okay. Because, ever since, how long I've been screaming about the Epstein thing? Remember how long?
Yeah.
You remember how long I've been screaming
Yeah.
about it? I'm talking about yours, right? Because I'm a conspiracy nut, right? But now I was talking about this island thing for like 5 years or some craziness. And once I seen the response that we're having, I was like, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. I don't want to do this. I honestly believe that 8 billion people should attack 300. No, it was 3,684 billionaires. There's 8 billion of us. There's no reason why we ain't snatching.
That
people
sounds
out.
like it. That sounds good, bro.
It sounds amazing.
They have the edge in every way,
and they have been creating the edge for a long time. They've been creating the edge for a long time. I still don't understand. But even though that is the case, the masses should always overrule. But
I'll put it to you
I think
this
we're
way.
okay with the nonsense.
People are too comfortable. The reason why there's billionaires is because they've profited off of making people comfortable. Creature comforts. You know what I'm saying? The average person who has, let's just say you have weapons, right? The average person doesn't want to lose their job, their life, their family, their economy, their neighbors, their freedom. They don't want to lose all of that to maybe overthrow something, and then what after that?
Yeah, right.
Power will always be in classes.
Yeah.
Whether you take out the entire billionaire class right tomorrow. Look at Elon Musk's recent tweet. If we tax all billionaires 100%, we wouldn't put a dent into the national debt. That's an obvious lie. If you take every single dollar that the billionaires have and put it into paying off the national debt, you're going to make a dent. But it's that mentality that they have, that it's like, oh no, don't tax us. Because it doesn't matter what you do, whether you take that power scale out and it'll just replace itself with something else. Then, okay, now there's no billionaires. Now who's going to control all those assets?
I feel we're going the next fall. I think this is all set up for us to get to the next point in civilization where we just going to let AI go crazy and just let it rule us for what it is. I think sooner or later people are in a bubble, living the life that they always wanted, right? In some type of virtual world while AI absorbs and feeds off of us.
You watch The Matrix?
I love The Matrix.
Come on, we're already in The Matrix.
Yeah, we're already here. But yeah, as AI absorbs and feed off of us and tries to learn as much of the universe as possible and uses us as some type of power source. Now, I really wish that we went the other way, where I always do believe that we're going to get closer to technology. I know, but I just wish we went the way of like getting closer, more like biologically closer, like to the plants and animals, maybe splicing when it came into effect. I knew that was a bad situation, but shoot, maybe one day I wanted I wanted a tail. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to hang off some shit. I want to hang off something with my tail and I just eat. You know what I mean? Like I don't care. But we ain't going that way. We're going into the pod where we're going to be freaking.
But that's because people want to.
Yes, I know.
They wish to do that.
Have you ever been to those virtual reality arcades?
Of course.
Oh my God. Can you imagine living in that all the time, bro?
But it's not reality.
6-pack.
A lot of people want to escape reality.
But there's going to be a point where, like you said, everyone's going to want to be like, I'm so much better here than I am there. You know,
Ready Player One. That's the movie.
Yeah, Ready Player One. So
I never saw that.
Never seen that? Oh, you gotta watch.
You watch all these damn movies, bro. But if I said Scream, you'd be like, yeah, 17 times.
Yeah.
I've seen the director's cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I think people gonna live in a virtual reality world. They're gonna have, yo, dude, you already have jobs in Grand Theft Auto. Did you know that?
Yeah, GTA 6.
GTA 5, bro.
Oh, really?
GTA 5, you have a job. Like a job, and they'll pay you out. You can be a hitman. You can work at a fast food restaurant, bank tellers, in a video game. Can you imagine? I come home from work and like, baby, I gotta go to work on the game, and then pop on the PlayStation, and I gotta do. It's so nuts, yo.
But you know what's even crazier is like it's just gonna get even wilder.
Oh
we,
yeah,
like, we
GTA
think
6 comes out.
It's like November, right?
Oh my
yeah,
God,
they just pushed it.
I'm not getting on.
But I'm talking just like AI and like where our evolution is going, and it's gonna really affect a lot of people's like mental health, like back to like whole like therapy and all that. It's gonna like really.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're gonna rather choose being there than being here.
Dude, I know people who ask ChatGPT, they don't think for themselves anymore.
Oh,
Any question, any situation that they have in their real life, they immediately ask ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And like to me, that is so brain dead. Like that is why we have a whole generation.
Okay, because my email game got better. All right.
Okay, but you're using it for a specific purpose, though. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Like, I stubbed my toe. How do I get better? Like, I know people that do that type of shit.
Yeah, but
they don't want to think for themselves anymore.
I guess you know what it's doing is it's cutting the time. Like, yeah, you could think about it, but like,
bro,
you're getting the most effective answer.
What happens when the grid goes off?
Well,
now you have no ability to think for yourself.
I hope you watched enough YouTube videos. It's going to have to go down.
Bro, like, that shit's not some foreign concept. Down? I know it's going to go down.
Hell yeah, it's going down.
Bro, we at war right now.
Hell yeah, it's going
down. Like, bro, this is not a game. Like, people don't understand. Like, they think that they could just put all their money in credit and not have any solid ways to get your money out the system. Like, bro.
Oh, yeah. I think the grid's going down, bro.
You think chat's going?
I'm gonna rock with you guys until that's time, brother. You know,
have fun while we can. Ask all the questions you can. Look at what they're doing with all these data centers and shit like that.
What do y'all use it for the most, Matt? What do you use like AI for the most?
Emails. Yeah.
Specific business questions to run code, to analyze things, to do research for me, advanced research. You know, like if I don't want to.
Much. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna ask it shit I know.
It's more for like rabbit hole type of situations too. Like if there's like a question that I did have, and then I just start like keep typing and like,
you have chat on your phone?
ChatGPT?
Yeah.
No, I got Gemini. I'm fucking with Gemini right now.
Of course, Android, Gemini.
Gemini dope, yo.
Ask your Gemini. Tell me a little bit about me.
Oh my gosh, I'm scared.
Javi, you should do the same.
I have Claude, but I don't have an account. I don't give him my API keys.
You don't use chat? I think we did that before on the computer one time.
Yeah.
Let's see what Matt says. What Matt says.
Because that's the whole thing too. Like, AI learns off of your questions, and they can create digital profiles of you.
This is pretty long. All right.
Read some of it.
It says, all right, based on our interaction, here is a breakdown of the key pillars that define your current projects, professional life, and interests. Better not talk too much because there's some things I'm working on. All right. Professional and academic focus. You manage a highly active schedule that balances clinical work with physical instruction. Medical field, you work as a phlebotomist, specimen collector, maintaining a rigorous, supervisor, boom. Maintaining rigorous schedule across several locations in, I'm not going to tell y'all the locations, but it's here.
They got
it knows exactly where I'm at.
They got your profile.
You are deeply involved in teaching, specifically leading jiu-jitsu classes for both adults, children, and group fitnesses and hitch sessions. You have been focused on your professional growth, recently dedicating time to studying the ATIT 7 exam, which is pretty much like I got really into like the nursing exam. I want to know if I could pass it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. Anyway, but physical training and discipline, damn, it shows. Approach to your fitness instructor. Dan knows my fitness. Like,
knows everything, man.
The 8-week project. You currently pursuing a transformation goals. Mind your business. For a transformation goal, aim to peak body composition. Yeah, we almost there. Rebuilding personal discipline. Training style. Your routine technically depends blend of CrossFit, bodybuilding, and sport and combat sport conditioning. Notably, you prefer to exclude burpees from your program in favor of high-impact movements. You're damn right. Because fuck burpees. Combat sports, beyond teaching, you identify as a BJJ fighter, which heavily influenced your disciplined approach to strength and recovery. It has my creative interest here. Writing, you are developing an expansive... Okay, relax. I can't tell you about what I'm writing. That's crazy. A novel featuring a dual core system. Yeah, the mind your business. Media, even knows what game I'm playing.
All right, so I just now ask another question. I just
Then it
asked
talks
it
about
too.
my family lifestyle. Damn, this is crazy.
Be like Gemini. Be unbiased. Rate my mental health.
Oh my gosh.
So I did mine. Let's see what yours says.
Be on.
It says overall rating based on conversations 7 to 8, 10 mentally healthy. But it says 7 to 8. Not perfect, but stronger than average, especially for someone carrying the amount of pressure you do. You operate under very high cognitive load, but you genuinely stay functional and forward moving. But let's see. Psychological traits you show. From conversations, you appear to have high agency, entrepreneurial brain, high emotional depth, protective instinct towards people you care about, strong loyalty values, future-oriented thinking.
Wow. Okay.
The biggest risk for someone like you is burnout, not instability. If I were advising you like a performance psychologist, the 3 things that would protect your mental health are scheduled mental downtime, delegation expansion, too many decisions flow through you, processing emotional events fully. People who care deeply, build things, lead people, and carry responsibility almost always feels mentally stretched. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean something is wrong with them. That usually means they're carrying weight others avoid. That was just a little bit of a little summary of what it said. Let's see what yours says, man.
Let me see. Because it gave me a whole bunch it gave me the same shit over. It was like, please don't this is not medical advice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. It's giving me an audit of my life. It says environmental mastery. I'm a 9 out of 10. So you manage a complex 7-day schedule across multiple New Jersey locations with 0 reported friction. You dedicated your environment rather than you dedicate your environment rather than reacting to it. Personal growth, I'm a 9 out of 10. Damn, come on, talk to me. Occupational utility, I'm a 10-10. Come on, son. Because I reach certain goals I hit. Efficiency, I'm an 8 out of 10. I'm high confidence in your ability to execute plans. You lose points only for wavering discipline. You mentioned wanting to fix. I sure the hell did. Oh, my rest and recovery is a 3 out of 10. The AI said my rest and recovery is a 3 out of 10. It says critically vulnerable. Between chill out to say my whole weight and everything. It said between being 230 pounds of muscle mass, BJJ training, 3 kids, 3 jobs, your central nervous system load is massive. Recovery data is minimum. Damn. So yeah, pretty much it says that I am at high risk of burnout at 8 out of 10. My cognitive ability is high.
We ain't no candles.
Come on, son. Talk to him. But my operational reliability is a 94%. Come on, because I'm always there, baby. I'm always there, baby.
See, Javi, you don't track it, so I ain't gonna tell you nothing, right?
No.
Javi's like, show me how to make $50 right now.
Expeditiously.
You know what this relationship's about.
Nah, bro, I should be saving everything, and I tell her to save it. I'm like, yo, this never forget.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I don't care. Like, I even tell him, like, yo, I'm gonna delete this from the history, but I need you to backlog this. I need you to remember.
Mine's I made a thing and I was like, be my personal consultant on everything that I speak to you about. So there's like on the Gemini, it's just my consultant. So it would give me ideas and thoughts to think about and things like that, except for just straight up giving me straight up answers all the time.
Bro, that shit is like my fucking consultant. That's my lawyer. That's my I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Jinx, because that shit, it's crazy, but it is wild. Like Javi said, how much we rely on those things.
And it's new. Yeah. So it's not like it's something that was like out a long time ago. We just attached to it quick. We was like, oh, we a little laziness. Boom, save some time. Let me just attach.
It just shows you though that what's gonna be down in a few years.
I think this is the furthest I want to go.
Chad is 3 years old, bro.
Which one?
Think ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Think about.
I know. I remember when it dropped.
Think
Yeah.
about
I remember when
30
it dropped.
years from now.
I was obsessed with it. It came out.
Think about 30 years. Think about the amount of data these AI companies will have about every human on
You're
Earth.
gonna put a chip in your brain soon, bro.
They already are, bro. Neuralink.
I'm
Come on now.
not Neuralinking.
But I think though they've already had all this. I think now it's like just it's out there. But I think since we've had phones and AOL and AIM,
you know what? I'm lying. Okay. I know Neuralink suck. I know we're all scared.
They got you.
Yeah, they got me. Yeah. Beep up, beep. Anyway, so we if it gave me the ability of ChatGPT, like the AI right now, right? I'll do it.
and it's
I'll plug it in. I'll at least hear like an earphone or something. But if it's like, oh yeah, you gotta put your soul in it or some nonsense, I don't want no parts.
Bro, it's gonna be insane.
Like if I could just sit down, press a button, and then my eyes roll behind my head, and I'm in a whole nother world, like from like Black Mirror. I don't want no.
Well, unless they put regulations on it, I do think they might eventually.
Regulations. Oh, if there's regulations, anything it could be broken.
Of course.
Yeah,
But they're gonna have to.
as somebody who used to jailbreak his PlayStations and all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, trust me, ain't no regulation they can't get around.
But they're gonna have to.
No, they're not. And that means if there's a regulation or something, that means there's someone without it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm finding him. That's what I want.
But they're gonna have to cap it because it's getting too crazy.
There's no way to cap it. Elon said it. This all the great minds said it, we are too far gone.
Well, yeah. I mean, 100% because I've been watching a lot of interviews too, and a lot of these guys that are like, I've been watching interviews with like people like from Google and like all these top dudes. They're like, yeah, no, it's like it's not going nowhere.
They would talk about capping it many years ago, like 4 years, 3 years, like you were saying. When before ChatGPT would actually drop, they was talk about capping the AI. They was like, yo, this is the time. Even Elon even went on podcast was like, yo, we're gonna do something. We gotta do something right now. And they just
I guess when I say cap, because I definitely don't think they're gonna cap nothing because it's gonna cure cancer. It's gonna cure everything.
Cancer already cured, bro.
Yeah, it's just like all that shit, But I mean, publicly. Like it's gonna be.
As soon as we got out of the, I'm not gonna bring up politics, but as soon as we got out of the WHO, the World Health Organization, all of a sudden we got mad cures for cancer. But that's besides the point, But
it ain't gonna go nowhere for things like that,
Here's what I say. So the new power or regimen that's gonna come in, or regime that's gonna come in, is gonna be disguised as security. It's gonna be like, aren't you tired of AI having all your information? Yeah, aren't you tired of it? Don't you want to feel protected? Oh, yeah, these people. Let us control it. Let us do it. And then everyone's gonna jump in. Yeah, I want to be safe. And then boom, that's how they're gonna get us. That's how they're gonna get. It's gonna be under the disguise of security. Yeah, because everyone, like you said, everyone wants to be relaxed. Everybody don't want to lose their stuff. Everybody just wants to go about their life. Once they start introducing like, oh yeah, this will save you from this, and we just need this information from you. Oh, you just got to check in once a week and tell us what's going on, and it's all think of the children. Once that hit, we're gonna be in a whole new regime. You ain't gotta worry about nothing.
How long y'all think until like universal paychecks? Just like
what?
Everyone just gets a check.
Dude, half the country's on it right now.
Really?
Think about it. Welfare and child tax credits are welfare for people who don't want to work and have kids. You get food stamps.
But I'm talking about like, you say half. Is it really half?
It is. I would assume it is slightly over half.
I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get no heat. There's a group or a race of people that are all on it, right? And it's not who you think it is. They're all on it, and they got 15 kids, twin kids here. You're like, how are you guys having so many kids and living like this? They even get their own place to go file their welfare and stuff at. They don't even go in with the regular people. Yeah. It's.
But I guess I'm talking about the next level though, like when almost no one's working.
Well.
And that's when we're in the bubble, bro.
There's always going to be people working. It's a question of
if it's for free,
bro.
That's what Elon Musk was saying. Why do you think Tesla has stopped S and X production and has switched to Optimus robots. Why do you think that is?
I didn't even know they had Optimus robots.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So why do you think that
The
is?
robots are on sale right now.
Are they?
I don't know about for them, but
They're being built. There is an effort to look at the economy in the last year and a half, right? AI has boomed, the economy has boomed, and we've had one of the highest record amount of job losses in history, in recordable history, in the past year and a half.
Right.
Where are all those people going to go? Where are all those people going to work? What are they going to do?
well, that's what I'm saying. 'Cause it's going to just get 20 times worse.
They're maxed out on their credit cards. Okay, they cannot afford their mortgages if they have a mortgage. Okay, they can't afford their car payments. They can't afford their health care. They can't afford to travel. They can't afford to buy luxury brand clothes. What else is there for you to do? For you to enjoy your life? You can't travel, right? Because it costs a couple of grand.
Headset by Optimus Prime.
You know what I'm saying? Let the robots work.
Floating in little.
They're gonna take over all of the people who work for Amazon and driving the trucks and all of those low skilled labor. All of those people are gonna get replaced. So you probably mean UBI for those people because that's the majority of the workforce.
Yeah.
Is low skilled labor.
Yeah.
The $15 and under people. They're gonna be.
But even a little beyond that, bro. Like, yo, lawyers, ain't gonna be no more lawyers. Bro, like,
You gonna add that straight to jail or not? Yeah.
Well,
No,
even if
I'm
there's
just saying,
no
like-
more lawyers, there's going to be people who own. Let's just say, right? That is robots that are now lawyers that run off AI.
Yeah.
There's still going to be a human corporation, the biggest in the country, running that firm.
yeah, it's gonna be
And
very
that C-suite of executives
Exactly.
running that firm. So it's just AI is just a way for more power to be concentrated to the hands of
Yeah.
the few.
But it's like, bro, all these jobs are getting smoked.
But
If you're not a creative person, you're
right,
gonna lose
you
out.
have to be
not even
creative.
that, bro. You're gonna be creative. You're still gonna be asked out.
You have
to
to
be creative.
adjust your skill set. If I'm working X job and I get replaced by AI, I have to switch my skill set to learn Y job or else I will be replaced.
100%.
But there will always be a job for humanity because at the very least, they'll have humanity maintain the servers, maintain AI, maintain the robots. We'll be in. That's why do you think the next generation of millionaires are all in what? Trade.
Yeah.
They're all trade workers. They're all people who are plumbers, electricians,
Oh, yeah, that's
mechanics,
the smart-
heavy
yeah.
diesel engine workers, because we're not there.
Yeah, that's gonna take some time. Like
That's
that's,
not-
I
yeah.
You get what
and
I'm
I
saying?
agree. Like that's the only thing. Like right now, like yo, Jay, you know, she's watching a lot of YouTube videos on like construction and shit.
Yeah.
And like building and stuff. And like I'm like, yo, I'm kind of glad you are because ain't much else for you to even think about for your kid to do. You know, like your kids are younger too. It's like what are we gonna do? Like I know you probably thinking about like, yo, when you get out, like, what do you?
Oh no, they already. My wife don't play them games, bro. They already got some stuff going down, like some trades that they're working.
That's what I'm saying. But trades, like, but that's like if
Right.
not, it's like, what do you?
That's the next generation. Those people who have those skills. The software people, they're getting replaced. They're getting their asses handed to them and Google and Meta
Yeah, that's
every
true.
single
Yeah,
day. You know what I'm saying? Because these AI models are so good. There's a lot of sectors that are being replaced, but you have to move. A lot of those people just give up. They say, "Oh, AI is taking my job. Let me just quit." And this is, screw the billionaires. They're always going to screw you. They've been screwing you silently for decades. It shouldn't take AI for people to realize.
And I will say, you know, like I watch Gary Vee a lot, and Gary's always like, you know, we've had multiple times of like this in history, you know, we've had like the tractor trailer, you know, like the horse, like when certain things happened in life, it wiped out. But this though,
it's going to be the same as everything.
But
behind
I feel
it.
like
like this
every
gonna wipe out a lot.
generation is like, yeah, this is gonna be the one to destroy us all.
not destroy us, but I just think that people are underestimating.
I think we survived this shit.
We destroy ourselves.
No, I think we survived this.
We don't need AI to
Everybody
do
in this
that.
building, everybody here, we gonna survive this. It's who's coming after us and what they're gonna have to deal with, because their problems is gonna look like science fiction to us when they get older.
But think think about it though, right? Just in this generation, we already have a group of people who are asking ChatGPT for everything. Our parents, our grandparents, they didn't live off AI. They didn't understand any of that. They didn't get their knowledge from that. So they have real world experiences on things that they lived. Our kids or our grandkids, how AI is going to be progressing, they're not going to have that same real world experience. Exactly. We don't teach them. So what are they going to know? What are they going to do? You know what I'm saying?
That's why I agree. Like, I think it's going to be us because, like, you know, and also, you know, like I'm very big on, like you said, time has to wait. We have to still wait for, like, our parents to unfortunately get older and pass and things like that, because once we have a little bit more, but then because then everyone's going to know tech. Like COVID, I feel like was one of the biggest things that pushed even a lot of like our parents' generations and, you know, the older people to just understand tech a little bit more.
Because they wanted to reach out and talk to somebody. Yeah.
They didn't. Well, they had no choice. They had to learn how to scan the QR code. They had like that was a big. If that didn't happen,
that's like a wake up moment. And how many of that class of people lost their businesses? They lost their jobs. Yeah. They were freaking out. They lost their retirements.
It was such a shock because they didn't know how to adapt through that. But we also did, though. I think we fast forwarded like 7-8 years. Yeah. Just from that to, like, you know, whatever it was, that fast forwarded our time because they had no choice. Yeah. Like I remember my dad literally ended up at my house on a Zoom, and like that was like from my pops. That is like the absolute like far-fetched thing you could ever even hear. Right? Like if it ain't made of wood. Like, little things like that. And it showed, and you know, just being around, you know, we were moving around a lot. We were filming, just watching people.
No, we were the anomaly in the whole situation.
Yeah, we were very rare. We did the most creative times around then. Yeah. But you got to watch a lot of people that had to be forced into learning that stuff. Yeah. And that's why I think we are where we're at now. Like, 2026, I don't think we were supposed to be like this. No. This was supposed to be more like 2030, 31, 32.
Right? The timeline.
It pushed it a little bit way faster. But still, in like 10 years, man, just because, again, the more I use the AI for everything. Like, I use that shit now for, like, I laugh when you're like, oh, no, you don't use, like, the mental power for things. No, I don't. Like, I use that now for everything. I take pictures of things with it, and I have it examine the picture, and I'm just like, yo, if I did this, like it just saves so much time, bro. Yesterday I was cutting timestamps. I had to make timestamps for an episode before we made cuts, and I'm just like, all right, yo, here's the timestamps I made. I had to cut the audio here, boom, and it's just like just anything you could think of. That's the crazy part too. If you can think of it, it could do it.
Yeah, but that's the danger. Right? Because you rely on it because you're like, oh, you're offloading remember, if it's free, you're the product.
Yeah, of course.
Right? So if you're offloading all of that power onto it, mind you, right? All these data centers, they suck up an enormous amount of natural resources.
Bro, you know how much RAM costs right
Look at your power bill.
How much RAM costs right now?
Bro, it's like $400 a stick when it used to be $60.
Bro, I remember when it was like $25, bro. You used to have to go.
And they're sold out. Forget about their high prices. You can't even buy them. Okay? Why do you think that is? You know what I'm saying? And that's just 2 years off of ChatGPT going IPO and Claude. Like, bro, that's not even 10 years from now.
Well, it's gonna be.
You get what I'm saying? Like, these companies are backlogged for years for their chips. Wow. So it's like, I get it, but to a certain extent, we're gonna get to the point where the powers that be are gonna be on some shit like, you don't need to think for yourself anymore.
Yeah, that's what
we're gonna do the thinking for you, and you have no choice.
100%.
And our kids thinking that same way are not gonna have the mindset to think for themselves because they've grown up thinking whatever the AI thinks.
Well,
we lose our sense of individualism.
They say evil doesn't need you to like it; it just needs your consent.
Yeah,
you feel me? Once you hit that agree,
they have
like, bro.
Once you start, not to cut you off. Like even when you send you're sharing an email, like even from your computer, if you don't take out half of that share from the email, you're pretty much telling the website that I just sent this to Hobby, and Hobby might like it, and now they're on his phone because it's something you shared to him, all because you just went to their platform and you took a copy of their the URL. You know what I mean? Yeah. It just needs you to say yes. That's all it just needs you to say. It just needs you to use it one time, and you're pretty much stuck there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is wild, and I believe like it's gonna get to the point where you said we're just gonna be able to think things, and it's just gonna
bro, we're gonna be just some amoebas, bro.
It's already too good, man. I had this one legal situation, right, and I'm like sending it messages, and it knows the
book.
It knows everything, right? No, about like my personal situation. So then I send the message of what the lawyer is asking, and I'm just like, give a response.
Yeah.
And it's like, perfect.
It's like, how do you beat that? How you
like,
beat?
And then, no, perfect? But my point is, okay, it's perfect, right? And you send it, but I'm like, I know what's gonna happen soon.
Right.
That's gonna be in my glasses.
Oh yeah.
Like when I'm wearing the Ray-Bans, like you're gonna be able to do that in real time.
That's what he was saying. Neuralink, bro. You're gonna be connected to a computer. You're gonna be uploading like once a week. Just download the information, upload it. All right, boom. And you're gonna be like, someone gonna ask you a question. You're gonna press a button, and you're just gonna.
How do you think? I guess you're a Dano. You don't got a mic, man. But do you be thinking about this shit, or do like any of your friends your age, y'all be thinking about how like life changing a lot of this is?
Man, I'm about to.
Or do y'all ever not even bring it up?
I don't give a damn about none of this. See,
you
told you, just hitting them switchboards.
It's like you just going with emotions, right?
Yeah. But again, he's at that age, like he's younger, so he's at that age where it's just his life. So it's like, yeah, he ain't gonna think about it.
We don't use that stuff too much either. Like ChatGPT.
You know what? You're right. I've actually noticed that too. That a lot because they're so aware, they don't use it as much. Like Jaylene, she's a little younger, but like she's very just like, no, I don't use that.
Yeah, my daughter don't use it.
I don't know how that app because they know.
Except for homework, she hit that little.
Oh yeah. Homework, you got.
What's the correct answer?
But for like the everyday stuff.
No, yeah.
But I also feel like that's not good either, though. You know why? Like I don't like, and I hear him, but I also think that's not good because then you're gonna get to an age and you're gonna get smacked in the fucking face.
We're going to be the ones to say yes to the monster. It's not going to be them. It's going to be our generation that's going to say yes to the monster.
Oh, it's going to
it's going to make us. We're the one being.
But that's what I'm saying. We're going to say yeah, and then their generation going to be
like
smacked.
When we look at the Senate, right, and we're like, why is all these old people telling us what to do? We're going to one day be the old people telling them what to do, and we're going to pass the laws and be okay.
Oh yeah.
It makes us comfortable.
But that's my point. They're just like I don't think they know what's coming, and some of them do.
I think they need to talk to their parents.
Like, but some of them be scared though. Like I be looking at least the ones that are a little younger, like the 18-year-olds, the 19, 17. I just what I be seeing online too, and what I be hearing like sometimes Jay's friends or this that. I just like feel like a lot of them are nervous because they just don't know. Like they don't know what the fuck I'm gonna go to college for. What am I like? Because it's like a very uncertain time. So I think that, and also the more I see like on social media too, and you see all these news outlets and you see everyone just bullshitting, doing certain shit. It's like, yo, we've always gone through that in eras of life of just people just doing not shit stuff. But it's like I feel like it also kind of gets people a little bit unmotivated to like actually build a family, to do things and to have a decent job, because I think a lot of them are just like, oh, the world's going to shit. Or like, you know?
Yeah. It is, but that's why you need to have a family, because no one man can do it alone. You got to have kids to reproduce and continue the legacy. You got to have a wife to watch your back. And
but if you think, like, not you, but like, let's just say someone thinks, okay, nah, we're just going to get the Neuralink shit. Life's going to fucking hell. World War III, we're just going to blow up.
So then you submit yourself. If that's what you want to do, that's what I'm saying.
What I feel like a lot of people are thinking like that.
You have free will. You know what I'm saying? If you want to give yourself to the beast, then you do that. You plug into the matrix and forget your reality. You know what I'm saying? They will create a reality. That's the whole thing about power. Like, the people who run the world think that they know what to do with your money better than you do. They know what to do with the laws better than you do and control you. So at some point, they're going to want everybody to just take the learning and shut up, because we're going to control everything and you're going to have no free will. Like, you'll have no free will when you've seen the Matrix, bro. You have no free will when you're in the machine unless you unplug. And even if you unplug to a dark, damp, shitty world.
The machine is trying to put you back in or kill you.
So it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, you do it. That's your life. But I'm not doing that shit.
So what do you tell then the people, I guess, or like the younger, or even if older, if they feel like that, right? But they just feel like, you know, they don't got no chance anyway.
Why would they think that? What about, I see everything that's happening in the world and I'm not discouraged. I'm motivated. I'm motivated for opportunity. Think about it. For every person that thinks like that, for every 5 people that think like that, there's one that's going to take all their lunch money.
Yeah.
But that's rare. I think even less.
Right?
I think out of every 20, there's one.
Okay, that's why there's the 1%. That's
Exactly.
why there's the 5%, because people look at adversity differently. Some people shy away from the adversity and want to go plug into the matrix, and others go head fast and become rich and become wealthy and become the ones that enter the power structure to run the world.
I say this to my daughter a lot, and I started saying to my sons, I said a lot of these kids are gonna grow up in a world where everything is going to be handed to them. So if you're the one that's gonna be, you're gonna benefit. I said you're gonna be in the easiest time you're gonna be in a time where it's so easy that I never experienced. Not because, you know, you guys are, you know, the younger kids are lazy or anything. It's just that because they're going to be so comfortable. I said, if you just work just a little bit harder than your neighbor, you going to smoke everybody. Mm-hmm. You know, there's not going to be an industry that cannot use you, you know. I was like, but you just got to work just a little bit harder than everyone else. Mm. You know, us, we got to work. You know what I mean? Because everybody's working hard. You know, our people. I mean, we all think the end of the world is coming. We need to get as much as we can.
I don't know. I don't think even that's true. I don't think that's true. I think people our age barely fucking work.
I mean, if anything, I'll tell kids or tell anyone younger than us, I would say, grasp reality. Take reality as what it is.
You sound like Madara from Naruto. Wake up to reality.
I love Madara. Don't get me quoting him. But just grasp what reality is. See what's in front of you. Take it and find something tangible to hold on to. And when you do, just hold on to it as tight as you can. That's it, bro. You know? That's it. Just grasp your reality and find something tangible. And yeah, you're going to make it. But if you go with the machine, I'll see you in the pod soon, you know?
Yeah.
Which pill you going to take, the red or blue one?
People also think, don't get it twisted, while it's also taking over a lot of shit, it's also not as easy as people think. Hello, from behind the scenes.
Hola.
Who that?
Who that? My friend Ashley.
Hey, my wife's name is Ashley.
Double Ashley's in the building. Let's go. I've seen people try to like now make businesses out of it and things like that, and I actually kind of laugh. I'm like, it's there, but it ain't gonna be as easy as you think.
I think you could if you're creative enough and you're creative enough and you know how to use it right. You can make businesses.
Yeah, but it still costs money.
What?
It costs money, bro. Like all business, like
everything's an investment.
Exactly, and that's why I don't think people see that shit.
Yeah, everything's an investment.
You got to make money you need money to make money.
Yeah.
But you got to make the money to then have the money to then make the more money.
You just need a will.
Yes, honestly. the will to play the game.
You can start from zero, bro.
Exactly.
Like you can start from zero and you can get 1 and make it into 5 and
dude, we're
10
testaments of that.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's what people don't get. They think it's also not just working hard, it's working smart. Because if working hard would have made everyone rich, everyone at McDonald's and labor jobs would be the ones to have all the wealth. But they're not. They're at the bottom.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like you got to work hard, but you also have to work smart and have a community of people who you trust, who you can work as a team to advance.
Right.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying? Look at the 300. You ever seen the movie
Yeah,
300?
love
Look what they were
yeah.
able to do. They were able to kill thousands of enemies because they're smart. They use their minds
Thousands?
strategically. Hundreds of thousands.
300s did not kill thousands of people. There was the icons for the Greek to finally stand up to the Persians. But I feel what you're saying, though.
But they had an army. They had an army of more than 300.
They had an army
The
of 300,
Thessalonians.
and then after they died, that's when everybody was like, "Oh,
That's
these
when Rome went
ghouls-
to war.
Yeah, these little Spartans went to war with Persia, and then they was like, they got the Greeks in there.
It's wild though, because when you say smarter, people very underestimate that, and I think people like they think that they're like getting their knowledge and they doing this shit, but they ain't.
Oh,
And, like,
people are.
But bro, like that's really what it is. Like, it's funny. I was actually having a chat recently with a friend of mine, and where they live, it's it's another country, right? But where they're at, even in the part of the country, is very not city and not anything, right? And we're just talking, and then even people over here, like you just talking. Some people are so like unaware of certain moves in business because they just don't look it up. And like I understand that. Like a lot of these different tactics even that I do to this day, I may think that it's like fucking normal shit, but the average person don't even know. But it's like, yo, if you just do the research and you really dig, like some people will be mind blown at some of the tactics and stuff. Like,
Right. Yeah.
like I was talking to them about OPM.
Yeah.
Like other people's money.
Yeah, other people's money.
Bro, like they were like mind blown. Like mind blown.
Look at that edge you have. You get what I'm saying?
Mind
Like
blown.
you just have the edge, man. People are, and this is one of the things that I used to argue with my boy Drew about. Like he used to tell me like how like, you ever seen the movie The Bronx Tale?
Yeah.
How the average man's a sucker.
Yeah.
I used to have like a tooth and nail fight with my boy that like, bro, the average man is not a sucker. Like the average man is not stupid. Like it's impossible. People cannot be that dumb. Growing up now, experiencing all the things I've done in sales and business, I realize that is the truth. Like, unfortunately, like the average person just doesn't care enough to want to do shit. They just do what they have to do to survive, to stay break even. That's why I'm like the whole thing about the anarchy and all that shit. It's like, bro, we have Netflix. We have like vapes and alcohol and OnlyFans. They're comfy in their little bubble. Why would they want to do more?
Right.
Like, have more responsibility.
Or shut down the system that made them comfortable.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
They don't want that. That's the last thing they want.
Right.
So it's like, charge me an extra $5 a month. I don't care. Until it's $100 a month and you don't get shit.
We've been in sales for a long time, and I remember being in sales. One thing I learned was people like to be led. They want to be led to the end result, and wherever that result is, the sale ending, they buying or whatever, they want to be led there. And if you are good and you obsessed about your craft, people are they're gonna follow you about it. They're gonna follow you until you don't need it. Now I won't say don't need them, but it is what it is. That's what the end of a sale is.
So you follow them for a different reason.
Yeah,
not the initial reason that you.
Sometimes I want to sell you a car. I'm going to lead you to why you should buy this overpriced $10,000 car. That's way over market value, right? Because it's kind of like, don't you want to look good in front of your friends? Like, feel this leather, bro. Yeah. Like, you ever felt anyone? This is ostrich ass, by the way. But don't you know what I'm saying? Like, people be like, what? Ostrich? My cousin ain't got no ostrich ass. Let me sit in this. It does feel good. Yeah. So people want to be led to the end result, and they don't want to do their own research. They could probably go on Google real quick and find out it's $10,000 overpriced. I shouldn't be touching this damn thing. And then I don't got the money next month to pay the note. But the sales guy was really good. He made me believe it.
Exactly.
So.
But I don't think enough people look out for things to believe in, or like to.
That's why they want to be led there, because they don't believe in nothing. When you don't believe in anything or have belief in something, you're gonna look for someone who does believe in something, and you want them to pull you into their world because they got a bigger belief than you.
Who for you? Because even from when I met you 2016, online 2017. You already had that drive, right? I could tell. And then you you've evolved obviously since then. But even then, like, who was that person for you? Who was that person to be like, nah, like, bro, I want you could get more. Like, if it's possible, you can go out
I
there
don't
and
even
get it.
remember when it happened, but I remember seeing and I feel bad for saying this, but whatever. I remember seeing this guy that was dumb as nails, bro, and I just couldn't understand why he was making so much more than me. And I was just like, I couldn't understand it. I'm just like, I know he's, and then I just realized, okay, if you have the will, you have a way, you know. And I don't remember who it was, but I just remember seeing. One day I just got this feeling in me, and I don't know if it was ego or jealousy. I don't know what it was, but it just took me to a place where I'm just like, there's no way this could be life. You know, what I'm living right now can't be life. I don't want to live in a goddamn street. I don't want to talk to these people anymore. I want to be better. I want when people see me, they have like, hey, oh yeah, that's a man right there. You know, or when they see me, they're like, yeah, I can see his drive. But like you said, and I want them to see me the way I think I should be seen. Even though if I don't believe it, I think I should be seen. And there has to be a better way. There just has to be a better way. And I always believe as long as my feet can hit the floor, I could do something. You know? So I don't know where that drive came from. It just I think it could have stemmed from pride, it could have stemmed from jealousy, it could have just stemmed from seeing somebody doing better than me that I just didn't agree with. And I don't know, but I just know one day you wake up and you're just like, it clicks, and you just need it. You just need it. I don't know what I need, but I know I could get it if I could just put these feet on the ground and just keep moving. It might not come today or tomorrow, but it's gonna come. Cause as long as I just keep pushing at it and keep working at it as much as possible. And of course, I switched different careers since then and made different choices and stuff like that. But I could say this with confidence: there is never a time I went without. As long as I was able to keep pushing forward, I was always okay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I never want to be hungry. And that's another, you know what? That could be my drive. I was hungry before. I know how it feels not to eat. I know how it feels not to eat, bro. You know? And I said this on the pod before. It was times I pretend I ate it. Like, you know, and once you feel that your stomach gets to that point, you're just like, I never want to feel that again. And what do I got to do? All these people are saying that you just got to work. I listen to this guy. He just said work hard. I'm just gonna just do that until do that until I figure it out.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Work.
Just keep pushing until you know what I mean. Until the path is clear, and then and, you know, that's pretty much it for me. And I got kids and shit too. Now it's a different drive because I got kids and I got a wife and all that stuff. You know, I don't want them to ever look at homelessness or any struggles while I'm with them. They can't be like, oh, my dad let this happen. It's not happening.
Yeah, but I guess I'm talking more because at least with you and both of y'all, I see even more of a vision with you guys. Like I see like you guys even see more of a vision for yourself than just being like the bare minimum or just getting by.
Because I already believe I'm the 1%.
Exactly.
In my head, I already believe I'm the 1%. It's never a day in my life that I did not think I was not part of the 1%. I probably ain't got the 1% money. That's true. But I already believe I'm there. And I know your mind goes where your body will go where your mind tells it. It's super important. Like, if you tell yourself you're a fat piece of shit, your cells remember. Your cells don't know no different. Your cells remember every conversation you have with yourself, right? So it's going to change and morph to the way you think of yourself. So if I think I'm 1%, one day, I don't know what's happening right now, but my mind is I'm going to be taken to the 1% level because I already believe in it, you know? And I just really do believe the mind goes where your body will go wherever.
I always say, y'all know, I say the quote, where your focus goes, your energy flows.
Yes. Yeah. 100%. That's real. If you ever do research, you look at it shows cellular and how the cells remember your own thoughts and conversation. Yeah, your body forms the way you tell it to form. You're like, yo, we're gonna lose weight, so I'm gonna start doing this. I already know that I'm gonna be losing weight. I already know 5 pounds is coming off. I already know. You sooner or later, your body's gonna be like, oh, I believe this man. We gotta. We gotta put this into action. He's been eating right. He's been doing right. Let's adapt. And now it's adapting. Now you're looking better. You're feeling better. You know, you're gonna do whatever you tell yourself you're gonna do. You know, as long as you have a strong will, like he said, and conviction and pride in yourself. And, you'll get there, you know.
I know. You said yours was right around COVID, right? When you had that shift of like you were like really like, yo.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was for me my wake up moment. You know what I mean? Like I realized like if the powers that be can shut down an entire world economy in 6 months and control every aspect of our lives, then it's like from that moment on, we have to make every possible choice to better ourselves in our community because the government is not going to save us.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? There's 100%. Nothing that they could do that's going to make life better for us. It don't matter who you vote in, what side of the aisle you're on. It's like you have to focus on the people who you are around and what you can contribute to society. At the end of the day, everyone who's rich is rich because they contributed something to society one way or another, whether it's bad, quote unquote, because bad is a perspective, right? You know, one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter. But it's like, if you have to do something for people and a lot of people, and that's how you get rich. So if you can just do that with a solid team that is multicultural so that you're not all looking at life and business through the same lens, that's how, in my opinion, you win. Because then you have the freedom to go wherever you want. You have the wealth to eat what you want. You don't have to eat the bullshit that there is in every corner around here. You know what I'm saying? You reclaim your time. That's for me. That's what I want money for. Like I don't care about jewelry or clothes or cars or none of that shit. Because you buy a nice car with a nice chain with nice shoes, somebody with a $400 gun could just take that shit from you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like real wealth is quiet. Most of the billionaires that are not on the Forbes list, you don't even know they're rich. You don't even know their name. You know the people who are rich who they tell you are rich, not the other people who are quiet and you don't know shit.
That Saudi money.
Bro, name one Saudi billionaire. Name one. You know what I'm saying? Name one Russian oligarch. You don't know their names because they won it that way. That's real power. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're in the spotlight like Elon Musk, bro, he can't even get a pay package without being splattered all over the national news for months and having to do dumbass polls on Twitter. Should I go IPO? Blah. It's like, dude.
That's why I'm gonna get the knee implant so y'all can't recognize me.
Oh my
That's why I'm
god!
gonna get the knee implant.
You feel me?
Y'all ain't gonna recognize
Kicking
my ass.
that damn coral leg. Yo.
I'm about to spear you.
Yeah, man, it's
for real.
It's real shit.
You feel me? And now look at where we're at. You know what I'm saying?
I still think we're at the best time in human existence.
Yeah, there's no better time than now.
Yeah, there's even though this conversation got a little bit like, oh my God, it's dark and gloomy. We're still in the best time in human existence because right now I ain't gotta worry about a tiger biting my ass or you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got none of that insane. I'm not walking 17 miles for some food.
for food and water.
You know what I'm saying? So this is still the best time in human existence. It's just really like how whatever you want to do, you should do it right now because
don't wait.
I actually really agree, and that actually is what got me really fired up. To be honest with, like, I actually always saw like I would always watch, like, for me when I was younger, my like role models and shit were like certain celebrities, right? Like I was always a big 50 fan, a big M fan. And then I watched these people and these people came from nothing, right? Like, and, you know, obviously there's the different celebrities who were like, you know, who were put on and shit like that. But like, nah, the people that I was watching, like they came from nothing and like grinded their way to being successful. So I watched that a lot when I was a kid, even filmmakers, certain actors, you know, you hear this. And that's kind of like when I was younger, what I'd see. I'd watch people in entertainment that like really came from absolute nothing and then came from something. But it didn't click for me until social media. Because before that, it was like, okay, you grinded and I didn't put the piece the pieces together. Like, okay, like even like back in the day before that, like a 50 and an M, they did all the, you know, old school, like, you know, just showing up on people's doors and being outside and all that type of shit. I don't think that clicked for me because I'm more of an introvert.
Right.
Because I didn't like, even though I knew it, I saw that these people were just very more outside, or even like the actors or things, they would just show up, did that. Like, okay, I had that in me, but that wasn't naturally calling to me.
I knew you. And I know I don't like blowing. Joe, no, I blow smoke up Joe's ass all the time. But I knew when Joe was in his bag, when it finally hit. For me, when I seen you, is Sprint.
Oh shit!
When that man was making videos at Sprint, was getting in trouble, and was like, I don't know what we was talking about. He was just like, nah, I think I'm in, and he just quit. Oh, he was like the manager.
Yeah, I was running 2 stores.
Yeah, he was running like 2 stores, and just was like, nah, I'm gonna do this. And I could just see it like, oh, he ain't stopping. It's over.
But that was the second time. So the first time, I actually quit twice.
Yeah.
He had the will to pursue what he wanted under any circumstance. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the first time I quit in April of 2016. And that was really before all the social media shit.
Yeah, that was around the time I met you.
About a year after.
Okay.
Because I quit and I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do. Well, I didn't know anything creatively I was going to do. Mm-hmm. So I quit April of 2016 when I was at Sprint. But I only quit because I was still living with Jay and Jay's mom. And I was desperately, and I was also like still mourning like my mom passing and stuff. She passed in 2014. But I was desperately hating being away from home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that.
For years, I was always work till 2, 3 in the morning guy in the restaurant industry. But then I was still getting out at 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I still was unhappy. I'm like, yo, like I want to be at home with the kid. I want to be like family guy. I want to, you know, I'll be able to pick her up from school or like even just be able to get right out. Like that's what I wanted. I desired. Even though I knew the current situation wasn't working out, but I'm like, yo, my next shit, like that's what I want. So even though I'm still in this current situation, I know it ain't gonna save anything, unfortunately, you know, but I still just wanted it. So I just left, and my only option was Uber at the time, and it was crazy.
Oh yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah, because how you met Sean.
Yeah, and that's the real story.
Yeah,
bro,
that's
like
hilarious.
And for me to do that, it was so crazy. For me to make that jump, because I was never the guy to like not be stable. Well, to a point, because I was always the guy jump a job. Like my longest job was probably like 2.5 years. Because if I didn't see growth or something, I would be out. Like I would like give it a shot. I would always get promoted quick. I'd get promoted a couple months, and then and then I would see the cap, and I'd be like, oh nah, move to the next one. So I was always like, friends would always joke at me like, oh, where are you at now? Where you at? Like family. It was always just like, you know, every fucking every year or every 2 years you're a different job, right? Never knew, but I never wanted to settle. You know, and then I'd see, and then even at Sprint, I started hearing like 250,000 is, you know, what you can make, and then, you know, you could get fired if you fucking say the wrong word. Like, and I was like, oh. Like if I had a whole family, you know, that I'm making that, like it's just not secure. But I dipped, and I had no idea of any of this shit.
Did you ever see the video of him chasing a guy down that stole a phone?
Yeah, I seen that shit.
Comedy.
That was the second time. That was
so funny. I still think about that phone.
Yeah, I was bugging.
That boy.
I've actually put that shit back up on my stories now. I went across and I was like, yo, I'm really a wild dude. Yo, I gotta show Jordana. I don't know if Jordana's seen that
I said, Joe, what was you gonna do when you caught him?
Yeah.
I said, what was you gonna do? He was like, I don't know.
I really don't know. Yo, that should show y'all how much of a nut I am, because that wasn't that long ago. That was 2019.
Yo, that was crazy.
That just shows you my like
fight or flight.
Yeah, 0 on it. I said, what? I'm out of here.
That boy trying to catch him.
I tried to catch all 3 of them.
Yo, that boy they scattered. Joe was like,
for taking a demo phone.
Demo
you know what I'm saying? That should show y'all. So don't fuck with me, all right? Because if I did that for a fucking demo phone.
What demo?
That's what I'm saying.
Don't ever do that again.
Yeah. I ain't gonna do that no more. But now it's crazy because at that time as a friend, I wasn't even fully there because I already did 3 years of doing Uber. Mm-hmm. That was just because I couldn't do it because of my car.
Yeah.
And then once that COVID came, we was out. But speaking of being out, it's getting late. Jordano gotta go.
Yeah.
we could be potting for hours, but you know,
we
gotta
could.
respect everyone's
We
time.
should get together again and do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure
You
it
have you got to be like a recurring, more often character. You're a recurring character, but it's got to be more often.
Sometimes I feel like the secret character in the game, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to unlock me. You got to like hit a certain achievement and then it
What's the achievement?
Just let you play. I don't know what you did, but you unlocked me for a little bit.
Because I'll keep going. Once I knew a good time.
Every $300 you make, you can unlock a match.
What?
Yeah.
I made a couple hundred today. Do I get you again tomorrow? No, I'm joking. I ain't make shit today. You know what I'm saying?
Every $300,
you don't know what I make.
You get a little mat coin. You know what I mean?
I could throw it in.
Yeah, throw it in. Little. We get 5 of them. You get a mat appearance.
All right, I'm gonna start texting you my coins.
Those don't play games.
Yeah.
So he gonna call. I'll be here next week. You might as well just put me on the schedule.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know. I'll have to sub you in.
We'll definitely talk. We'll talk. Because,
you know what I'm saying? This is fun.
This is always fun. Yeah, Joe does not let me relax. He does not let me.
I let you relax.
No, he gives me a little bit, and it's so. And bro, please always do it. Please always do it. He'd be like, all right, bro, that's enough. I'd be like, what's happening? He'd be like, yeah, you've been gone for like 2 months, 3 months. It's over, bro. You have fun? All right, come on. I need you back to do something.
Yep.
I'm like, all right, bro. All right,
That's what we got to do.
Yeah.
But all right, this was fun. This was dope.
This was dope, guys. And
Catch Matt at Raw Fitness, Lodi.
And
Check him out. When's your next class?
Thursday. I'm teaching the kids jiu-jitsu, and then my fitness class is gonna be on this time Monday. I'll be there Monday for leg day, killing people. First warm day, had them outside running. I said, "Oh, it's warm outside. Guess what?"
Oh, yeah. See, that's what I hate about Raw too. The trainers do that.
Low key, I can say this on air because he's probably not gonna hear it, right? I was running late, my boy, and I wasn't able to put my thing down, like my workout routine.
Yeah.
So I walked in. I said, "Hey guys, let's go ahead and get outside and run real quick." As they was outside running, I was writing down my routine on the board, like, let me get this in there. But nah, we have fun, yo. They're good people over there. Yeah, I won't. Come see us at Raw Fitness in Lodi.
Jay did a couple classes. She did the boxing. She did like 3 of them.
Wow.
And then she quit because she was the running outside because they always made her run.
She could tell me she don't want to. If she says that, they're
that's what I said.
Treadmill.
Yeah, I said that, but she was like,
she was like, nah.
Yeah, she was like, nah. That was the worst part.
Yeah,
she liked the boxing. She was like, that run around the block. She's like, that had me out. She has not been outside since. No. I ain't lying. But hobby, anything going on?
No, just working, grinding.
All right.
Trying to stay alive, man.
Word. Jordano, what about you? What's going on? Anything cooking? Anything new in the streets?
Nope.
Chilling?
Yep.
We gotta get you on in front of the camera one of these days.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, nope. Maybe on Matt's on Lovely Important Nonsense.
All right, bro. I'll come back. All right, guys.
Yeah, see?
Come see me soon on Lovely Important Nonsense podcast. Your boy Matt Spellen.
We out.
And we out.
Deuces.